Hi, it's Brad Stone with the Monocacy National Battlefield Foundation, and I'm doing a video here at the Thomas Farm, one of the most hallowed areas of the Monocacy National Battlefield Park. And I'm going to draw a connection between this historic site and another place about 3,000 miles northeast of here. And through the magic of video, you should see me there in just a second. Hi, it's me. Voila, I'm now in Reykjavik, Iceland. Now you're probably saying, what does Reykjavik, Iceland possibly have to do with the Monocacy National Battlefield Park? Well, directly nothing, but indirectly there is a fairly big tie, and that is during the Civil War, Iceland was part of Denmark. So they didn't have this flag, they were covered by this flag. Now, the month after the Battle of Monocacy, Ulysses S. Grant, the commander of Union forces, came to the Thomas Farm to talk to his generals about how they could assure that Washington would never be under threat again, and how they could throw the Confederates out of the Shenandoah Valley. And indeed, that's what happened, and that was a major factor in winning the Civil War. Afterwards, Grant would become President of the United States. And following his two-term presidency, he would take a trip around the world to help bolster America's image abroad. One of the places he visited in that round-the-world trip was Denmark, and he got an enormous reception there. Indeed, he was welcomed by universal cheers and by King Christian and Queen Louise of Denmark in Copenhagen. It was quite the event. He made quite the impression, and he would become the first president to visit Denmark, albeit a president out of office. Now let's turn back to Iceland. Iceland would eventually get their independence during World War II when Denmark became occupied by Nazi Germany. At that point, Icelanders decided to take their future in their own hands. They declared independence in terms of their foreign policy, and they invited the United States to come into Iceland and protect them from Nazi Germany, which the United States did in massive numbers during World War II. By the end of World War II, Iceland declared their independence and has been an independent nation ever since. So, this is their flag. Now, the first American president to ever visit Iceland was actually Richard M. Nixon, and that was while he was president. Other American presidents that have come to this country are Bill Clinton, Ronald Reagan, and it is a country that has very close connections with the United States and has been part of the NATO alliance through the post-war period. So, again, not a direct connection to the Battle of Monocacy, but still a significant indirect connection to the Battle of Monocacy. So once again, from a foreign land or a far-flung land, this is Brad Stone wishing you the best.